Tonight, a man fell asleep behind the wheel of his Tesla going 75 miles per hour. We have the video and an eyewitness report.
General Motors closes a plant in Ohio. What the former employees plan to do moving forward.
And R&B singer R. Kelly sits for an interview with CBS's Gayle King. We recap the main points of the interview.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Seth Prevertill.
And I'm Kayla Wheeler. Earlier today, R&B singer R. Kelly spoke out about his pending sexual assault charges. Cook County officials brought forward 10 total counts of sexual assault against 4 victims, 3 of whom were minors. CBS's Gayle King sat down with Kelly in an interview where the singer pleaded to the cameras to believe his innocence, at one point breaking down, claiming that the public is trying to kill him.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth.
Kelly continued in the interview to plead for the public to use their common sense. He also insinuated that prosecutors are bringing up past charges unfairly. When King asks the singer if he believes that his 2002 child pornography case was relevant, the singer simply responded, "No, absolutely not." Kelly faces prosecution on March 22nd. If found guilty, he faces 3 to 7 years for each count against him.
The Oneida County DWI stop coordinator has been charged with driving under the influence. 54-year-old Thomas Jeruzzi was pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt and using his cell phone. Upon further search of the vehicle, officials found cocaine inside the car. Jeruzzi was charged with traffic violations and DWI and will appear in court at a later date. Oneida County Executive Anthony J. Picente issued a statement saying, "Fortunately, no one, including himself, was physically injured by his unacceptable and inappropriate actions. It is my hope that Tom finds the help he needs at this time."
Well, you may have noticed there was a new printing system on campus. Our own Matt Green is here to help us better understand it. And Matt, what can you tell us about it?
Well, Laker Print is fully underway and operational on campus, but there's still some students who are getting used to it or are just not aware of it yet. SUNY Oswego students who frequently print their essays 15 minutes before their 8 a.m. class can rejoice as a faster system of printing documents called Laker Print has been introduced on campus just in time for the spring semester. Since I uploaded it the night before, all I have to do is log in to Laker Print with my LakerNet ID, check the paper I want to print, hit print, and voila, there it is. Laker Print is designed to be a more efficient way to print documents on campus as a way to cut back on waste caused by banner pages and forgotten documents. The system allows students to upload their documents by either email or a direct file upload. Students can then print out their documents at any Laker Print station on campus within 48 hours.
The website is convenient because you could prep everything by uploading it to the website, so then you could just go to the printer station, print it out. It's awesome.
And while some students have embraced the change, others are not quite used to it yet.
To have it sent to Laker Print, and then I got to go to another computer to get to Laker Print to print it out. So that's kind of annoying.
And while there is a difference of opinion on Laker Print, CTS Chief of Technology Officer Sean Moyerity says the transition has been nothing but smooth.
No, I think on the whole, I would give tremendous credit to our clients services team, who really made it a focus to make sure that as we introduced it to students, it would go as smoothly as possible.
Matt Green, WTOP 10.
Well, thanks, Matt. I know I've had an issue with Laker Print this semester, so this really helped.
Hey, no problem, Seth. And if you need to learn more about how to use Laker Print, visit oswego.edu/cts/LakerPrint.
Kinney Drugs President James Spencer passed away on Sunday after battling a long illness. The drugstore president was 52 years old. Spencer, who lived in Clay, was hired by Kinney Drugs in 2010 and became president in 2013. Calling hours will be held on Friday from 9 a.m. until noon and will be followed by a funeral in Thomas J. Perot Jr. Funeral Home.
A startling cell phone video appears to show a man asleep at the wheel while his car is on autopilot on a busy Los Angeles freeway. Chris Holmstrom reports.
I think this guy is like passed out in his Tesla.
Cell phone video shows a passed out driver on the freeway.
Autopilot. Wake up, dude.
This video posted to Reddit a month and a half ago. Then Monday morning, another encounter.
Going about 75 on the highway, and he was just totally out.
Seth Blake was driving from Anaheim to LA when he spotted what appears to be the same Tesla and driver.
I noticed the guy was kind of like slouched way back in his chair, and I was like, is that guy asleep? And I kind of pull up next to him, and he was asleep, so I asked my fiance, I said, take a video of that. That guy's sleeping.
Not something he was expecting to see, especially since he was visiting from Florida with his band Wage War. He posted the video to Twitter, and it went viral.
We were in his area while we were driving for probably about 10 minutes, and he only woke up one time and kind of like looked around, and then he just like went back to sleep.
I reached out to Tesla. They declined to comment on this video, but according to their company, autopilot is intended for use only with the fully attentive driver who has their hands on the wheel and is prepared to take over at any time.
He did have like his hand positioned kind of into the steering wheel while he was asleep, so I think it like wouldn't fall off, and that's what made it possible. And like for him to keep driving while he was asleep, he was applying pressure, even though he wasn't awake.
Although Tesla has not commented on this specific issue, the company maintains that their vehicles have the technology to keep both the drivers of their vehicles and those in other cars safe on the road. Coming up later tonight, a GM plant in Ohio shuts down after decades.
And Syrian forces plan to remove the last ISIS enclave in the country.
But first, let's take a quick look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Christine Gregory.
On the SUNY Oswego campus, as you can see, it is breezy out. The snow is coming down fairly light right now. Our satellite and radar is showing a lake effect band just to our north that I will talk about later on in the forecast. With that being said, Oswego is under a winter storm warning because of this lake effect band and how it will affect you later on. Temperatures right now are in the teens, so we are very chilly as I am bundled up outside right now. Factoring in the wind, we are feeling like we are in the negatives right here in Oswego. So to find out what that lake effect band is going to do as you go throughout your night, stay tuned for more of your forecast. We'll be right back.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion. Learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
It's back and better than ever. One student can win up to $25 in cash. All on Oswego's favorite game show, Set, 2, Win! Every Sunday night at 9, only on WTOP 10 TV.
And welcome back. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Christine Gregory, and I am back inside where it is much warmer. And as you saw outside, we are breezy and snowy as our Skycam 10 is showing you right now. If you look off into the distance on the camera, you can kind of see those light snow showers out in the distance, even though the quality isn't the best. Our satellite and radar is going to show a lake effect band, as you'll see coming up, and that is the story for this evening. With that being said, here in Oswego County, we are under a winter storm warning highlighted in pink, as well as Onondaga County, Northern Cayuga, and Wayne County with this lake effect band. And showing you on the satellite and radar, you can kind of see this band, how it has since shifted up to the north, and as we'll see later on, that band is expected to come back down for us into Oswego. Temperatures right now are very cold. We are in the teens, 14 here in Oswego, Fulton at 11, and Watertown, we are at 2 degrees. Factoring in the wind that we're feeling, it is going to feel like we are in the negatives. For here in Oswego, we are feeling like we are -1, not much improvement. Again, and at Central Square, we are feeling like it is -8 degrees. So definitely bundle up if you are going out tonight. So to time out that lake effect snow band, once midnight or 10 p.m. comes around, you can see that lake effect band is going to come back into our area. Heading into our midnight, that band is going to shift south, come back up for your morning. So that is going to bring continued and localized snowfall that you need to watch out for your morning commute. As the day goes on, by noon tomorrow, those lake effect snow showers will taper off into more scattered snow showers, but we still run the risk of seeing chances for snow showers Thursday evening. We have more snow coming in. And for the rest of your Thursday into Friday, hopefully those lake effect snow showers should taper off. I think the model is showing a little bit more than what we will see, but for your Friday, we should start to see an improvement. For snowfall through Friday, this model in particular, I think is under-predicting significantly. By this time on Friday, we should see snowfalls up to 3 to 6 inches. Maybe even 4 to 8, depending on how long that lake effect band stays in our area. So for your 7-day, we see those chances for snow showers tomorrow into Friday. Temperatures, if you look, are going to be increasing into the 30s, even the upper 40s for your Sunday. That sun comes out, even though those higher temperatures come with chances for rain. And again, for the start of your work week on Monday, we see temperatures in the upper 30s, but chances for more snow showers. Stay tuned for more nightly news. You're watching WTOP News at 9.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice. Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
And welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. A new rule released by the Trump administration bans organizations that provide or refer women for abortions to receive funding through the federal Title X Family Planning Program. 21 state attorney generals, including many medical and reproductive rights groups, have filed lawsuits to challenge the rule. The National Family Planning and Reproductive Health Association announced that they plan to file its own lawsuit in the upcoming days.
A proud era of strong production and solid employment is coming to an end in Lordstown, Ohio. A GM plant that's been there for decades is shutting down, leaving the future of the town and workers in question. Jesse Schultz reports.
As the sun rises over the Lordstown plant and workers trickle in, it looks like any other day, but the air feels heavy today. For millwright David Neff, this plant is all he knows. Now he's left wondering what's next and hoping GM doesn't give up on them.
Hopefully we'll get a product, and if we don't, then I'll have to transfer to probably out of state.
About 400 of the 1,400 workers inside the plant have already made that call to transfer. But the rest, like Neff, are feeling uncertain. Since GM's announcement in November to close the Lordstown plant, the first of several U.S. plant closings, not only workers, but community members, friends, strangers have been protesting the move, asking to give them another product.
We're not giving up. We're not backing down until the board, the GM board and Mary Barra make a decision to keep the GM plant here.
Worried that with the closing, it's not only the end of the plant, but the end of Lordstown.
We make good money here, but we spend our money here, and there's a lot of jobs going to be affected by this plant closing. It's not just us.
And I have faith that they'll come through for us.
The plant shuts down after 50 years. A representative for General Motors says that the plant will continue its parts stamping operation. The company will continue producing the Cruze in Mexico.
The Yemen-based Muwatana for Human Rights says U.S. and European arms are being used by the Saudi and UAE-led coalition to attack Yemeni citizens. MHR reports 27 unlawful coalition attacks from April 2015 to April 2018, with over 200 civilian casualties and over 700 injured. The organization says the U.S., UK, and others should immediately end arms transfers and assistance to coalition forces in Yemen. A resolution by the U.S. Senate is expected to be voted on later this month.
The Jeopardy host Alex Trebek released a statement today saying that he has been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Trebek has been the host of Jeopardy since 1984 and has appeared in over 8,000 episodes. The game show has been renewed to air through the 2022-23 season, with Trebek under contract until 2021. He says he plans to keep faith and beat the low survival rates of this disease.
Coming up, Owen Gallagher gives us an update in sports.
Hey, what you got for us?
Well, guys, we got an Oswego State athlete winning back-to-back Scholar Athlete of the Year awards, and we also had a girls' high school basketball playoff matchup that went to overtime. I got the full report coming up after the break.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Hey guys, when we're not doing the real deal, what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I like to watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
Yeah, me too. You know, there's such a wide variety of films that anybody on campus can watch.
And it's free.
And it's free.
How do I get to this movies on demand?
Well, all you have to do is go to WTOP10.com and click the Movies on Demand tab.
Hey, let's go watch one right now to review on our next show.
And welcome back to WTOP 10 Sports. Welcome back to WTOP 10 Sports. I'm Owen Gallagher, and it's back-to-back Scholar Athlete of the Year awards for Katie Randazzo of the Oswego State women's hockey team. Randazzo was a leader on the ice and in the classroom. A biology major, Randazzo achieved a 3.97 GPA, all while being named captain and leading the Lakers with a +5 rating, tallying 10 points. Those stats were enough to secure an additional postseason honor, earning a spot on the all-new HL second team. And it took an extra frame, but the Janesville DeWitt girls basketball team defeated the Averill Park 65-60, and they're moving on in the Class A state tournament. The three-time defending champions had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, but gave up a 13-0 run to Averill Park, which forced overtime. Momo LeClaire and Gabby Stickle carried most of the load, but it was Paige Keeler and Sydney Baker who stepped up in overtime, leading the Red Rams to victory. JD will take on Section 10 champion Franklin Academy on Saturday at SUNY Potsdam. And the Syracuse Orange women's basketball team is preparing to play Virginia in the ACC tournament tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. But while the importance rests on winning the immediate game, there are postseason implications surrounding their performance throughout the ACC tournament. If Syracuse can string together 2 or even 3 wins, there is a greater chance that they will have home court advantage in the NCAA tournament. As it stands now, Syracuse is within the projected top 16 seeds, but barely sitting at number 15. Something to keep an eye on as March Madness is right around the corner. And 11 months after a fatal bus crash devastated a team and community, the Humboldt Broncos are headed to the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League playoffs. Only 2 surviving players, Braden Camrud and Derek Patter, returned to the team this season. Both players were named alternate captains, and Camrud finished second on the team with 55 points. The Broncos will play the Evanston Bruins in the first round of the playoffs, which begin on March 15th. And now from Junior League hockey to the NHL, the New York Rangers travel to Dallas to take on the Stars. But we also got some Buffalo and Toronto Maple Leaf highlights. Here we kick it off. It is 1-1, but the Maple Leafs are going to take the lead. Later, just seconds actually, in the third period, we got an opener, and it's going to be the Buffalo Sabres who get the attack started. 2-2. Halfway through the third period we go. Buffalo fans, get on your feet. That's a goal right there for Mr. Jack Eichel, the captain. Sabres now in the defensive zone, trying to close this one out with 5 minutes remaining. Shot off the boards, but it's scored by the Maple Leafs. Marlowe gets that one to go. We're headed to some extra hockey. 5 seconds left in overtime. Maple Leafs score and get the goal. And that's all we have for sports. Join us after the break as we have more news coming up. You're watching WTOP 10 Nightly News.
The second I got on the campus, I knew Oswego was the place to go.
There's a place for everybody at Oswego.
This school just opens the world to you. Have the opportunity to explore and to learn so many different things, not only about yourself, but the people around you and the world.
It definitely is about the student. I felt it to be very about me.
Now that I'm here, I can't imagine myself anywhere else.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Goaltender David Riche. I mean, they were. Do you think Bryce Harvey is Tommy John survivor Nathan Eovaldi?
And welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. U.S. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the Senate has enough votes to reject President Trump's border emergency declaration. McConnell says the president is likely to veto the resolution to block his national emergency declaration. The Senate Majority Leader also says the veto will likely hold up in Congress. President Trump's declaration comes after Congress passed a bill providing spending for border security, but not a wall. McConnell says senators continue to discuss options with the parliamentarian.
The Syrian Democratic Forces, backed by the United States, plan on removing the last ISIS enclave in Syria. A spokesperson for the group told CNN that they have started a ground operation that thousands have fled and been released from capture in Baghouz. The United States has a coalition that has been working for years to clear the group from Syria and Iraq. According to multiple United States officials, civilians remain the last territory under ISIS control.
Well, Owen, looks like it was a big game last night in Buffalo for sure. Definitely a close one.
Very exciting. Fans got a little bit of free hockey there in overtime. Unfortunate loss for the Sabres, though. Out of playoff contention at this point, but maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. That's what we've said about Buffalo for years now.
Oh, yes. So how are we looking for the rest of the week, Christine? Any more snow? I mean, I know this is Oswego in the wintertime, so we're going to get a lot of it, but...
I don't know if you guys were outside earlier today, but there was a significant lake that band, and that it brought so much snow, and you could barely see, like, 100 feet in front of you.
It was crazy. It went from, like, blue skies almost to just complete whiteout. It was insane.
That's what's crazy about lake effect. It could be clear in one place, and the next thing you know, it's just whiteout conditions.
Yeah, I looked outside. All I could see was white. I walk outside, had the hair all ready to go for the broadcast today, and it's blowing in the wind. Oh. So we can never catch a break here in Oswego.
Not to mention trying to scrape off your car with all the ice took me like 10 minutes.
So on the 7 days, you can see tomorrow snow showers are going to continue. We do see the sun come out on Saturday. Temperatures do warm up as well, so that's going to be very nice.
Well, anyway, that's our report for tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for the season premiere of The Real Deal.
Thank you for watching. Have a great night.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
I'm a lot more confident and a lot more sure of my abilities. At Oswego is where I've really found myself and became the person I am. You work hard and you play hard. I love the environment of SUNY Oswego.
David Riche. I mean, they were. Do you think Bryce Harvey is Tommy John survivor Nathan Eovaldi?